All right, DJ Taj in the house this morning, 9:18, everybody. And a few months ago, we featured Montclair's Brick and Dough for a food collab of pizza and ramen noodles. Remember that? It was delicious.
It was delicious. Well, this morning, they're back, but this time for Windough, a special pop-up located at the restaurant. And here to explain it all is chef and owner Jason Rosenthal. So welcome back, Jason.
Thanks for having me back, guys.
Yes.
We're super excited to talk about this pop-up window.
Yeah.
How did it all come about?
Yeah, we're pumped too because this all started as kind of a passion project between myself, our head chef, and our pastry chef, who are actually engaged.
Congrats.
They had an idea years ago to open a biscuit shop, and we decided to take her recipe and start it at Brick and Dough. So every Saturday we wake up for over a year now. The same team that's there cooking dinner Friday night comes in and cooks off fresh biscuits, fresh Pop-Tarts. We make a certain amount, and we've been pretty much selling out every Saturday now in about an hour.
An hour.
Crazy.
People
Yeah.
line up. Here's the thing.
Wow.
You created this buzz, right? You created a buzz around it with revealing the menu. It changes weekly, right?
Yep.
So what made you have this idea, not only for the pop-up, but to do this kind of reveal and create the buzz?
Yeah, I think it started from us being the customer before anything. We know that things that are hard to get are almost more appealing. And we obviously don't like turning people down. We hate saying, no, you can't get it. But enough people at this point have that same mindset where they know lining up for something is worth the wait.
Yeah.
And what we're making here is definitely worth the wait. It's different. Right now, we're only putting out one sandwich every week, one Pop-Tart, and then we actually sell Paper Plane Coffee, who's the most popular coffee place around right now. So yeah, people are coming for that. They love our creativity. We definitely do some of the simple things like Taylor ham, egg, and cheese, a Jersey staple. But then we're doing things like taking egg patties, covering them in panko and sesame,
That's crazy.
deep frying them, and putting bacon jam on top. So
That
we're
sounds
always trying to
delicious.
change the way we do things.
That's
Simplicity's
crazy, Tom.
great, but people also love our cool creativity.
What are some of the unique Pop-Tarts you have then?
Yeah,
that you've been selling?
we've done probably a dozen to 2 dozen different flavors at this point. We chose 4 of our favorites today. We have a Nutella Pop-Tart. We have a mixed berry Pop-Tart with a lemon cream on top. We have a cinnamon brown sugar Pop-Tart. And then the Pop-Tart on our menu this week, which is actually our first time doing it, is a ube cookies and cream Pop-Tart.
Wow. How do you come up with these flavors? They're crazy.
It's just
one, of
a
course,
conversation we have every week. You know, we sit down and we say, what do we want to do? What's different?
Okay.
Holy moly.
You know,
Who's your
what's
taste tester?
trending?
Because he lives nearby. He's going to come by.
We will always have you for taste testing,
This is
Dan. But
unbelievable.
it's really us. We're just sitting there, and we know we like good food. So at this point, we're confident, and if we're making something that we want to eat, we know people will like it.
All right.
Yeah.
Big reveal.
Yeah.
What are
Okay.
the options
Why
for
don't
this
you do
week?
that?
Yeah, so this week, and this is our first time essentially revealing the menu before we put it out on Instagram.
I love
so
it.
We're
Okay.
going to post it an hour
Okay.
after this. But
Drum roll, please.
Hazel's breaking apart this week's Pop-Tart, which is stuffed with
Yes.
this like ube cheesecake
Look at
filling.
that.
And then an ube drizzle on top with some crushed Oreo.
Yummy.
So that's the ube cookies and cream Pop-Tart this week. And then this week's sandwich, which we're bringing back for the 3rd time,
Oh my God, that's
is
so
the
good.
bulgogi egg and cheese, which is house marinated ribeye. We're doing a kimchi aioli on it, and then a fried egg. So it's really 3 components and the biscuit. The biscuit's a loaded sesame and scallion biscuit.
Okay.
So
God, this
we
is
know
so
that using less things and creating more flavors is a cool way to do it instead
Yeah.
of loading up with 10 different things. So we try to keep the ingredients minimal but super flavorful.
Okay.
So yeah, that's the sandwich this week, and we are excited to do it for the 3rd
I'm
time.
obsessed.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed. All right,
Yeah.
so
What are you making?
Yeah, so we're gonna essentially build this week's menu.
Oh,
You guys
okay.
can get in there and you can essentially decorate the ube
Okay.
Pop-Tart. So
Sure.
just pick up
Well,
the
I
piping
eat
bag,
around
go
with this on
go
your
crazy on top of it there.
just whatever you want me. What do you want me
Yeah,
to do?
whatever you want. Just squeeze it, drizzle it. That's exactly what we do. All over. The
Is
purple
that
color
exactly
pops.
what you do?
Yeah, it's close. It's close.
And it kind of takes its
Yeah,
own.
because it spreads a little bit.
Right.
So
Love it.
if you put it in the middle, then it kind of goes to the sides.
Right.
And then you take a nice pinch of Oreo, crumble it on top. Yeah, that's it.
That
I
is
mean,
good
we're
looking
all about
stuff.
making things look rustic and handmade, and yeah. And then the bulgogi sandwich, I'm happy to do this one. So
Okay.
we're taking our kimchi aioli. Everything we do is made fresh in house, from the pickled shallots on the California breakfast sandwich, which
Yep.
has refried beans, spicy cheddar, fried egg, and chipotle aioli. All of it's made in house. So we're taking kimchi aioli. We're going down on both
Yum.
sides because
Yes.
layering that moisture on both sides is super important.
I mean, kimchi aioli.
I can't
Yeah,
believe
it really pops.
That's
And then we take this bulgogi, which we marinate for 24 hours. We're getting choice ribeye. We're shaving it thin. We're marinating it. Plop it right on top there. And then we're frying eggs to order.
Oh
That
my gosh.
essentially gets draped right on top of that.
When you say you sell, how
so
many are
good.
you making, just for the idea of how many?
So we don't really put the number out there because
Okay,
people are
gotcha.
asking us every week, and you know, we essentially started this out of fun and passion.
Yeah.
And if we said the number, then that kind of loses the appeal.
Gotcha.
People might
Yep.
not come,
Okay.
but it's well over 100.
Tell people where you are, because we're out of time. Tell people where you
Yeah,
are.
we're located inside of Windough, 110 Walnut Street in Montclair. It's called the Windough. There's a sign outside. If you want a guaranteed sandwich, I would say line up at 7:45, 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
And we're expecting this week to probably be the busiest one now that people are starting to hear about us.
Well, Dan, apparently, and I are very much for hire if you need some taste testers, because
Anytime.
this is delicious.
Yeah, so that's just as simple as it gets. Taylor ham, egg, and cheese. Those
my
always
jam.
sell out the fastest.
And you said Taylor ham.
Yeah,
Just so you
yeah,
know.
that's
I knew I liked you,
the
Jason.
Jersey staple. It's
Well,
Taylor
thanks
ham.
again for coming in.
Of course. Thanks for having us.
We'll eat whatever you bring.
Thank you.
I guarantee it.
Thank you.
unbelievable.
Appreciate you.
We'll wash it down with a pizza later on in the afternoon there. Frickin' dough. Good stuff, Jason.
Thanks for having us back, guys.
And Stacey Ann, they have some gluten-free pizza over there, so you got to
We did
check
the
that
best
out.
gluten-free pizza around.